So have you ever dated two men at the same time and one of them didn't know about the other?
No, because when I was single and I was dating multiple men, they all knew about it. In fact, I would have
Man, man,
birthdays.
stop
In
lying.
fact, in
Man,
fact,
you lying, man. You
in
lying.
fact,
You lying. You
I am
lying,
not
man.
lying. I don't need to lie to
Jazz is
y'all. For what?
100% lying.
I'm really listen.
Look
So
at everybody. Look at it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is part 2 of the Team Fatty panel discussion. Let's get right into it.
Want to break him by exhaustion. He's a death by 1,000 cuts. We know how you do it. We know how people move. So please, once again, let's stop with this about communication, because when women say communication, they never want to communicate like men do. We don't do the 10,000 words. It's short. If you are a good communicator, you are going to adapt to my form of communicating. You asked me for something, I told you no. You are a good communicator. You already heard it. Let's move along. Go ahead, and we have to move along.
It's clear. Here's the thing: it is a choice, and it's clear communication. Because one, I'm saying, look, I can't force you to do anything. You can choose to do that thing that I agree with in that moment, or you can choose to do what you want to do. But if that's a deal breaker for me, then I'm not going to accept that. We're gonna have to.
So she's obviously gonna.
And hold on, that's clear communication, as opposed to me not liking it and agreeing with it, and then you go on the trip, and then when you come back, I'm gonna be passive aggressive, or maybe I go out and cheat because I'm assuming that you're cheating.
That's so immature.
Communication.
That's so toxic, angry to assume.
But that's what people do.
No, that's not what people. That's what I'm sorry to say. That's what insecure people do.
Yes, please.
A lot of people are insecure.
Yes, listen to what he's saying on a day-to-day basis, right, Jess? Think about it. How many men on this panel went to their woman and asked, "Hey, I'm going to go play basketball with my friends," and she says, "Okay, fine, you can go." That's the worst form of communication. You clearly don't want him to go. You want to spend time with him. Like most men went through this. I'm going to play PlayStation with my friends. As soon as they hear the beep, here we go, right? Woman will tell you, okay, go, when he's literally, no, stay over here. I don't want you to go there. And now I'm going to get the attitude and the cloud over your for 2 days because I did something that you told me was okay to do. This happens all the time, Jess. So men want to avoid that. And instead of saying, go ahead and do it, and then pause for 3 weeks because you went ahead and did it, men are being clear communicators and tell you, don't do it. I know what my reaction, Jess, I know what my reaction will be. So if I want to be a good boyfriend or a good husband, I will do what Angry Man says. I'm going to tell you the consequences of you doing that. Did you know what I do? Know somebody that does that? Are that, oh, you want to go out? If you don't get home by 10, I don't think you are going to make it. If you're going to go to this place or you're going to bring somebody to our house, you're going to have to get your new house because you're not going to live under mine if I didn't give authorization. A man coming to you and tell you, this is my boundary. If you do this, we are not going to be together anymore, is the most precise, clear form of communication because now you can make a choice knowing exactly what's going to happen if you break that. Y'all want to live in a world where we just say, yes, baby, or it depends, baby, or plausible, a world of plausible deniability where you can come and go. And if I actually confront you, now is, but you didn't tell me that. But you didn't say that. But you didn't inform me of that. Either you want us to inform our boundaries, and so you know exactly what happens, or you don't. We can play both games. Either we're good communicators or we're not. So pick one.
So all I'm saying is this. Like, I get it. If these are the dynamics that work for y'all, great. If it's a I say so type of thing, cause you
see the Jazz. I hate when she does this, man. She comes from a very disingenuous place when she's talking about the arguments of other people. And then she puts it to the extreme. If y'all want to go and just do so because I said so, nobody's saying that. But women are supposed to be the great communicators, right? But they're horrible at this. They're horrible at this. Nobody's saying it's a dictatorship. What we're saying is, once we place our boundaries down, if you cross those boundaries, then you made a decision. We gave you a chance to make a decision. If you go on and do something that is not favorable to our standards, then we have the right to say, all right, well, we're just going to get rid of you, or you're not the type of woman for me. Jazz is coming from the place where men shouldn't have standards and women should just be able to do whatever they want to do. That's really what Jazz is coming from. She doesn't want to answer to anybody. A lot of women just want men to, I just need you to pay for my stuff, do what I want you to do, and then leave me alone and let me do what I want to do. I want you to be a traditional man while I'm a modern woman.
You're a man, that's how you should be authoritative over your woman. That's y'all. But I think in a healthy relationship, one partner doesn't get unilateral control over the other's choices. So saying because I said so, it's dismissive, it's controlling, and it shuts down the communication instead of explaining the concern, which will have her consider the why. So it's not really fair or respectful in the relationship. If we're about we and we both desire respect, I don't understand if you say no and I ask why and you say I say so, how you can deem that as being respectful to your
Because you
partner.
didn't listen.
I
Because
think,
you
wait,
didn't
just give me a second. Just give me a second. I think a fairer response would involve sharing the feelings or like reasoning, like, okay, why? Because I'm worried about your safety, or I'm insecure about this, or just whatever it is that you may be
Hey,
saying.
Jazz.
I don't think
Hey,
that's wrong.
Man,
hey, Jazz.
Angry
Hey,
man,
Jazz. Let me ask you a question.
man.
Let me ask.
Angry man, let me ask you a question. Angry man, of all decisions, big, small, like, what is the percentage of yes your woman gets? 90%, 80%, like things that you kind of like, oh, go ahead and do what you need to do. Like, what will be the percentage of yes that she gets?
Probably 90.
Is
Most
it
women
fair
get what they want.
on the 10% of things? 1 in 10? Is it fair for me to say no because I said so? If I give you yes,
I just think it's dismissive.
then
It's
if you
rude.
don't know,
That's how y'all do it. Then go.
Jazz, answer that. Jazz,
You're not nobody's daddy.
Jazz, 1 second. Angry man.
Actually,
Can you stop, Jazz? Jazz, can you
actually,
stop?
Jazz.
Angry man is an established man. He doesn't have to do that, and he does it. Regular man probably is 95%. I'm telling you. So if I tell you in 100 tries that you come to me, 190 to 95. Yes, baby, you can change the curtains. Yes, baby, you can go there. Yes, baby, you can buy this. Yes, baby, you can go in vacation. Yes, baby, I will buy you a ring. If I give you 95%, 95% or 90, yes, can I tell you 5 times a year, 10 times a year? No, baby. Why? Because I said so. Can I
Listen,
get
That's a
that?
fair deal to
is
me.
But
we
Fatty,
all have different point of views.
she,
If you feel like
she,
you say so is the final say and she accepts that, cool. All I'm saying is there are other healthy dynamics to a relationship where you don't have to dismiss.
okay, but
You don't have to dismiss her
okay,
when she
but
asks why. I think it's mutually
95% is not enough. He has to be
okay,
100.
but here's the thing. You
Jesus
said
Christ.
something, Jazz, that
Control her.
was you
Put a
said
leash on
something.
her. Put a
You
muzzle
said
on her.
something. You said something that was
Your masculinity is
partially.
rooted in controlling women. That's all this is.
You said something that was partially, and you're trying to control men.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
You
you
How
absolutely
am I
are.
trying to control a man?
Hold on for a second, because you're trying to get your way no matter what, and by you
No.
doing that, that's you controlling him. Hold on for a second. Let me say this. You said something that was partially incorrect. You said y'all want to control women. You ain't nobody's daddy. If you're a husband, you are absolutely playing that role.
You're playing a
No.
father figure role. Yes,
A
you are.
relationship is not a child-parent
Let me finish.
relationship.
Hold on. Let me
A man, Jazz, damn. A man is absolutely taking on a father figure role. Women say, I want a man who can protect, provide, lead, and fill in the blanks of everything that they say. But then, and they say that they want a man just like that. And you say, why? Well, because my father was like that. So yes, you are asking him to take on a father figure role. This is why your father, when you get married, he gives you a way. He walks you down the aisle and gives you a way to your husband. He's saying, now I'm passing the responsibility on to you. He might not be your father, but he 100% has that father leadership type of role that your father used to have in your life. You're not going to ask your father why every single time. So why would you do it to your man? Your man is not your equal. And this is where so many women mess up.
finish. Let me finish.
That's
That's
weird,
true.
bro. Stop
When you get
infantilizing
married,
women.
when you get married,
No, that's
there is
still
a
not your
ceremony.
child. That's
When
not
you
your
get
child.
married, and
Answer
I
it one.
please finish. When you get married, there is a
said.
ceremony where your father
Give
gives
you away.
you
I
away
just said that.
to your
Not to be with
husband.
another father.
And
Not to be with another father.
Jess, can you speak away?
and now you, as the husband, are expected to take
Take
on
the
the
role.
role that
As
the
a father?
took on.
As a
Yeah.
father. You have to
No.
know as a father.
No. Hey, Jess,
That's
please.
weird.
Hey, no, Jess. Answer what he said. What is the responsibility your husband is not going to have that your father didn't have? Tell me one. You're muted.
The responsibility that my husband is going to have that my father didn't have.
So your father
Caring
had
for our family that we create. Caring for the child. Caring for our family that we create together. When I birth his children, my father is not responsible for that. My husband is, right?
Jess, stop there. I'm talking about you. Your father had to protect and provide and to give you structure, make all those things to you. Tell me one thing. Let's not talk about kids, because kids, like you said, you're right. Tell me one responsibility, like Angry Man is saying, that your husband is not going to have towards you that your father had. Just one.
A responsibility that my father has.
That your husband is not going to have. Yes.
Oh, wait, so we flipping it. A responsibility my father.
No, not flipping it. You said you are not my father. An Angry Man is telling you.
Right.
My responsibility once I actually marry you is to take care of you the same thing your father did.
When we become married, we take care of each other. But just because you are
not answering my question.
Okay.
Jess,
one thing. I don't know. One thing that my husband will be responsible for
that your dad didn't have to do. Yes.
That didn't have to do.
Yes.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
There's nothing. Jess, Jess, there's nothing. He's right. You know when they say, "Hey, Fatty,
y'all trying to parent your partners. You're trying to parent your woman, and that's not your child. That's the problem.
He's trying to lead, not parent. He's leading you.
Child, and she's not.
Jess.
He's leading you, Jazz. You fool. You beautiful fool. He's not trying. See, women, they take structure as you trying to control them. Because they feel like they should just be able to do whatever they want to do. Whenever you try to give a woman structure and boundaries and guidance, they say this is controlling. Because why is it that I can't do whatever it is that I want to do? And now you see what they do when they have their own, when they can just do whatever they want to do. Now we see what they can do. And they still want it. They still want structure. We're telling y'all, you aren't doing so well leading yourselves. The stats in the world can clearly show that. Jazz is one of those women.
You couldn't come up with one.
Well, what I mean, what?
No, Jess.
I don't get it.
We don't have to do this.
For this conversation.
Jess, we don't have to do this. You have to think. If I ask Angry Man, what is the difference between a point guard and a power forward? He's going to tell you 13,000 differences. The point guard dribbles the ball and tries to organize.
My man is going to be responsible for making me orgasm. My man is going to be responsible for caring for my heart. My man is going to be responsible for making sure that he is consistent with dating me and loving me and respecting me on a consistent basis. My man is going to be responsible to take care of my spirit and take care of my body in a way that my father will never make me orgasm.
And ironically, when your man made you orgasm, you was calling him daddy.
No, I didn't. And before you got up here, we already shut that down. We don't use that language over here. So stop.
That's why they like Latinas. They call him Papi.
This is the biggest. This is the most disingenuous thing that I ever heard from you, Jazz.
How was that? What are you asking me to pull things out? Okay, what things that my man would do that my father don't?
Yes,
I want to parent your wives.
We've been hearing this for decades. I want a woman like my mom that nurtures me, take care of me, incentivize me to do things. Like we literally say we want women that care for us like our mom care for us. And you know what women say?
And that's the problem.
Oh, are you f***ing your mom? Are you having sex with your
That's
mom?
the problem. You shouldn't be looking for a mother in your wife.
No,
But
look,
yes, but this
here's
is
the
what I'm
reality.
talking. Yes, this
Here's
is
the
what I'm
reality.
talking about.
As a young man, you eventually outgrow your mother. You outgrow the need for your mother's help and all of those different things. As a woman, you never really outgrow your father. You never really do. Because at the end of the day, when you decide to marry a man, if you had a good father, 9 times out of 10, you're going to pick a man who has qualities like your father. When you marry that man becomes your protector, your provider, the same things that your father was. So much to the degree that even when his mother gets to the point where his father passes away, he now has to look out for his mother also. So every man that reaches a certain age, they take on the role of father and husband regardless. And that role entails making sure the people that are under his protection or under his covering are taken care of. It's inescapable. And the idea that you want to say, well, y'all just want to parent your women. Well, maybe we wouldn't have to do that if you wasn't acting like a damn child.
That's crazy.
Jazz, do you ever
Facts.
have to parent your parent?
Because it is
Jazz, do you ever have to parent your parent ever in life?
parent my parent.
Yeah, do you ever have to parent your mom? Your dad ever in life? Will you ever have to do that?
No.
You don't think you'll ever have to parent? You don't think your mom will reach a certain age where you got to be like, Mom, shh, keep your mouth shut. Mom, let her do that. Mom, take your medicine. Mom, no, don't. Mom, sit down.
I don't think that's parenting. I think that's caring for your elder.
You know, if you look up the definition of parenting, it'll say caring for another.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
you like to argue, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just trying to understand the point. I
The
get
point
it.
is-
Y'all
I'll
need
tell you the
full
point.
control over your woman to feel like a man. I
I'll tell
got
you
it.
the point, Jazz. I'll
You
tell you
need
the point.
full control. You got to put your foot on her neck. It's your way or the highway.
There it is
She's your
again.
child. You become
But
her
see, here's the
father.
funny thing. Here's the part.
That won't
Here's
work
the
for me,
part
and that's
Jazz
okay,
ain't paying
guys.
attention to.
Control your
Here's the
woman.
part that Jazz
Control
ain't paying
her.
attention
Put
to.
a
Guess
leash
what?
around her while you
Guess
at it.
what? Guess what? Check this out. Check this out. You know something that my wife would never be cool with? Me going to a strip club.
Okay, that's your
So,
wife.
so guess what? Guess what? Unlike you, I'm not even going to go to her and say, hey, I was thinking about
Well,
going to a
because you
strip
already know
club.
she doesn't
I'm
like
not
it.
even, hold on. I'm not even going to say that goofy shit. I'm just not going to do it. Whereas you want to go and test the waters the same way a child will do.
No, Angry, because you just said something very important.
Let me finish. Let me finish. The same way a child will know that their parent might not want them doing something. Hey, Dad, I was thinking about, I wanted to go to this party, and the part, I know my curfew is 11,
Talking
but the
about kids.
party doesn't end until 12. Can I go to this party? That's you asking to go on the girls' trip.
So what I'm saying is this. That's not the same thing, but
It
what,
absolutely is.
what I'm saying is this. You said something very important. You already knew that your wife doesn't want you going to strip clubs. You already know this. You already know. You already know this is not a thing that she likes, but you asked her anyway, already knowing. That's
No, I
something
didn't
different.
ask. That's what I said.
No, okay.
No, flip it.
I
No,
did.
flip it.
I
No,
said I'm
and
not
man,
gonna
flip it. Do most men like monogamous relationship, or they rather live like one woman and then one main woman and then have some to decide real quick? Do most men like? They don't, but they sacrifice it. They say we have all these. We're not going to have those no more because Miss Lady wants a ring. We sacrifice the most
Facts.
important to us, which
You
is
should sacrifice
reproduce.
that for a
It's the
family.
choice.
No,
Monogamy is a culture.
Jazz, that's the point. Y'all go to men that have all the hoes. Jazz, you said that you have an athlete. How tall is your boyfriend?
He's 6 feet.
6 feet. Do your boyfriend get girls easily? If you wanted to. If you wanted to.
Problem with women.
Right? Is your boyfriend is the first woman that he got was you, Jazz? Where it was no, right?
He got a
So
kid.
these man that was an athlete that could get easier woman, multiple women says, you know what? I'm not going to have fun with this woman. I'm going to be with this woman that I like. He's not out of he likes monogamy. He just likes you more than he likes the other. And you know what women do? Women never say, baby, I know you're suppressing yourself and you're sacrificing. You don't get to get some other coochie and then come home and take care of me.
Daddy, not every
No,
man
no,
is
no.
a slave to the flesh like you niggas. Men, every man doesn't prioritize. Every
You
man
gotta
does
chill
not
out.
prioritize
Hold on,
random
Fatty, hold on. Jazz, let me ask you a question real quick. Jazz, you mean to tell me, so you've never been in a situation where you didn't plan to have sex and you ended up having sex? Never in your life?
What does that have to do with anything?
Answer the question.
But why?
No, answer the question.
Why?
Answer the question.
What does that have to do with the concept?
Because once you answer the question, I'm gonna make you understand it.
Just
No.
humor him, Jazz. Humor him.
No.
No, don't humor me. Be honest.
No.
Okay.
Anytime I had sex is because I knew I was gonna have it.
Jazz is lying. Jazz is 100% lying.
Hey,
That's
Go ahead and tell me I'm a liar.
That's disingenuous.
She
But let me ask you a question, Jazz.
What would be the other time?
question.
Or maybe, okay, so what are you saying? Maybe
Okay.
right?
So have you ever dated two men at the same time and one of them didn't know about the other?
No, because when I was single and I was dating multiple men, they all knew about it. In fact, I would have birthdays. In fact,
you lying, man. You a liar.
I am not lying. I don't need to lie to y'all.
Jazz is 100% lying.
I'm really listen,
Look at everybody. Look at it. Jazz is 100% lying. Look at everybody's face. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. Look at everybody's face while Jazz is saying this BS that nobody believes, man. Why just be honest? Look.
I would have birthdays. In fact,
you lying, man. You a liar.
I am not lying. I don't need to lie to y'all. For what? I'm really listen.
All these men do not know. All these men do not know each other by name.
Hey, friends.
No, because y'all
interrupting her. Let her.
Exactly, because they don't understand. Because they so caught up in the social media, they think people are lying. When I was single, I had suitors. All right, so much that I would invite them all to my birthday party and introduce everybody. And guess what? One screwing none of them. Okay, so maybe I'm different. I don't know. But I have never had a problem with multi dating. Like I've been on the phone with one guy and receiving flowers at the door from another nigga that ain't even that's from out of town. He literally said, "Oh, is that from one of your suitors?" I said, "It sure is." I have no problem with being honest. When I'm a single woman, I'm a single woman. I don't have to lie to kick it like a lot of you niggas. A lot of y'all.
But here's the thing. Psych.
Who's calling this? Who's calling this? Who's calling this?
That's my.
Okay,
no, but it's true. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I've never had to be dishonest.
No, it's fine. Thank you for being honest. Angry man, say something, and we friends.
Okay.
We have to go. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Okay, so first of all, nobody's saying you capping about that. Nobody's saying you capping about that. You're obviously an attractive woman. Nobody doubts.
Like that cap on your head.
Nobody doubts that you've had guys trying to get with you all your life. Nobody doubts that. Okay. But here's the thing. The same way you've had guys trying to get with you, there are guys up here, such as myself, that never had no problem getting women. And there was always women that were sometimes married, sometimes in relationships. I've been in a room with a chick and she be on the phone with the nigga she's supposed to be dating or whatever, pretending like she home alone. So to try to sit here and cap and act like this doesn't go on, because I get what Trey is trying to say, and you know, I suspect, even though you're not lying about how many dudes try to holler at you, I do believe you lying about the never having spontaneous sex. I think you're lying about that.
So are you saying like with somebody I just met, like on a first date, or like I'm dating someone?
No, I'm saying that you was kicking it with a dude that you was interested in and you had no plans of having sex and you just ended up having sex.
Okay, yeah, that may have happened.
Exactly. Thank you.
She knew. Jazz knew.
You can't be serious.
So I don't get it. What's the point?
Because I asked you that question. You said
okay, so I answered it. So what's your point?
My point is, is that if you're on a girl's trip, if it happened then, it could potentially happen now.
But I'm in a relationship.
It don't matter.
It does.
I done
Because
slept with a million women in relationships. That don't mean nothing.
Okay, just because you a little slut and a
You can
side
call me what you want. I'm grown. I'm a single man and I'm grown.
That's it for today's video, guys. This was fun. Comment down below what you think about Jazz and Angry Man and the entire panel. If you like this video, check out this one right here on the left or this one on the right, both A1 videos, and I will see you on another one.